Hi, welcome back to BUONAPAPPA. Today we're going to prepare together a lovely potato chickpeas curry soup. This is such a warming, comforting and nourishing meal for your little ones starting from more or less 9 months of age and for the whole family. But before starting with recipe, just remember, if you want to receive every single week a new recipe from me, simple do one thing: subscribe, and if you want to be notified when your new recipe comes out, click the little bell here. This recipe is full of flavors, but in a delicate way that can be enjoyed both by your little ones and by the rest of the family. For one family, one recipe. Let's start steaming the potatoes for 8 minutes up until they are tender. I previously peeled and cubed the potatoes. In a large pot, add the extra virgin olive oil and warm it up at medium heat for 1 minute. Add the garlic that has been minced, the onions, minced too, and saute for 4 minutes. Add the curry powder and stir for 1 minute. Curry itself, it's not a spice, it's a mix of spices. So when you're going to buy curry, check the ingredients. So all the different spices that particular curry mix has been made by. Usually for my family, I check the curry that is mild, so not hot. And I would recommend for little ones not to use hot curry because it's too much for them. Add also the tomatoes, 1 cup of water, and cook for 2 minutes. At this point, add the steamed potatoes all together with the sweet peas, the chickpeas, and the garam masala. The mix that I usually use has 4 different spices: coriander, cumin, cardamom, and cinnamon. As for the curry, every condimation can have a slightly different flavor, so try it before using for your little ones. And I only add just a bit, a tiny bit, half a teaspoon, nothing more, and cook for 5 minutes. Add also the coconut cream, so not coconut milk, the thick coconut cream, and that will balance the acidity of the tomatoes, giving a super creamy and mild flavor to our curry. Once the soup is cooked, turn the heat off. And for little ones and to get a smoother texture, using an immersion blender, transform the soup in a creamy puree. This is a lovely, nice recipe, as I said, for little ones, but also for the rest of the family. It can be ready in half an hour, nothing more, and it's perfect when outside it's cold, or even to kind of give a kind of nourishing meal to your little one. We also tried kind of room temperature, so not warm, and it was delicious too. I have some questions that you might have while cooking for babies. First, can I give spices to my baby? The reply is yes, but we need to make a difference between aromatic spices and hot spices. So, aromatic spices, and when I talk about aromatic spices, I mean nutmeg, cinnamon, vanilla, dill, cardamom, cumin, turmeric, ginger. They are all fine for little ones starting from 6 months of age. Of course, use moderation, so just a tiny bit to introduce the flavors. The old concept of giving super bland food to babies, it's kind of changed with time. Now you can give something that is full in flavor, but at the same time not overwhelming. So moderation. It's a bit different when we're adding hot spices. Hot spices is like chilies, peppers, hot peppers, or pepper. So in this case, those hot spices, basically those are the ones that they make your tongue burn, and they might have kind of side effects in your digestion and might also cause tummy ache. In this case, I would not recommend them for babies. You can wait just a bit when your baby reach kind of the toddler phase, 12 months and more, and always start with a tiny bit, slowly. baby steps. Another question, can I store any leftover of the soup? Yes, you can. 3 days in the refrigerator, airtight container, or 3 months in the freezer, airtight container. If you have any other question, I will be happy to reply. Leave them in the area here below. Also, remember to subscribe. I already mentioned you in the beginning. And also, see you next week with another recipe from me. Ciao, ciao, ciao.